Just rub it all over my face.
Southwest Florida, welcome back. If I want to get my ratings up and I want to look good on TV and look important, what do? I'm going to get the Lee County judge as my guest, and everything is everything. We're so thrilled to have here the Honorable Judge Archie Hayward, Lee County judge. As I told you before, he's always in the community. He's a judge that we can touch and we can relate to. He's here in Collier County right now, outside of Lee County, out of his district, but he's down here supporting a great event that we're having here, the importance of cultural competency in the workplace. Judge Hayward, welcome to Leap Is Live again.
Thank you, Lee. I'm glad to be here, and it's always a pleasure. And I always look forward to people saying, I saw you on Lee Pitts Live.
Hey, 2 peas in a pot. Archie, Judge Hayward, first of all, man, you look like you've upgraded your wardrobe to a little bit more conservative, professional, looking like real spiffy there. Where are you shopping these days?
Lee, I have a secret, and it's called clearance.
Clearance sales?
Yes.
You're getting stuff that fits, though, see, because I have a hard time finding stuff that fits. So, me and you kind of...
I've adjusted somewhat, Lee, because, when you're running, you got to do what you have to do to make sure you look good and make a good presentation. So, trying to follow after you, a man who dresses so naturally.
My man. Hey, all right, Judge Hayward, I have to keep doing that. What are you hearing out there on the campaign trail? You're walking around, you're shaking hands, kissing babies, touching the people. You're feeling pretty good about what you're hearing out there, and and then we're gonna get a chance to encourage people to get to that poll and booth, do those absentee ballots.
Lee, it's always a pleasure to talk to the people in the public. I never like to miss an opportunity to speak to the people that we serve. And I've been so blessed and fortunate to have people encourage me and tell me what support that they're giving to the campaign, and that they're sharing that information about voting on August 30th and during the early election, the 20th to the 27th of August. And so they are really helping me in this campaign. And just the other night, I spoke with my second grade teacher, who said that she was so pleased when she was thought that she could do something to help me by contributing to the campaign, and that it was from her heart, and she just wanted me to know that she was rooting for me. And I just felt filled with emotion to have someone of her stature. I don't know if you know Shirley Watson, but she was a great educator here in Lee County.
That is an amazing story. So she was your second grade teacher?
Second grade teacher, and she left a message on my phone. I couldn't, she didn't say her name, and she said, "This is your second grade teacher." And then I was doing some work in the campaign, and I said, "Listen to this voicemail. Can you tell me who this is?" Because it was somebody that should have known. And she says, "Yes, that's my godmother. That's Miss Watson." And she gave me the number to call her.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because what I noticed is, even on social media and when people watch my television show and they call our hotline, it seems like by you being a local guy, it has more of an impact when local people know that you're a judge. And one of the things that you don't know that I get a lot, tags and messages in social media, they'll say, "He's my classmate," and I'm thinking they saying class of 76. That's right, he's a product of the class of 76. So man, everybody's rooting for you.
Yes, I was just saying, we are celebrating our 40th high school reunion this year. And we are so pleased to do such because it's been a while, and now we are able to give back to the community that gave to us, and that's what I like doing, encouraging others to do as much and be a part of this community of Lee County and show that we care and that we want to make our county be all it can be. And so that's one of the things. And I'm a North Fort Myers High School graduate of class of 76.
That's right. Now, I've been meaning to ask you this. This is a good chance for me to ask you this. Just in general, as a judge, and now you have to do your responsibilities of campaigning. Do you like that whole aspect of going around and speaking and getting out from behind the robe and all that? Did you enjoy that, or is it Is it related to labor?
It's not labor. To me, like I said, Lee, I enjoy meeting the people. I am a people person, and it's been my goal as in becoming a lawyer is to be of service to the community. And I've been able to do that throughout my career. And if you look at the things that I've done, being a defense attorney, also then having my own legal practice, going into a nonprofit organization providing services to those persons who were in need of services, and focusing on senior elder law work. That's what I've done to give back to the community. So when I go out and I'm able to campaign, usually people say, "Oh, I've never met a judge before." Or, "Oh, I didn't know. What does a judge do? What do you do? What type of cases do you handle?" So I'm able to explain to them what we do. And we in Florida, and one of the mandates from the Supreme Court is to have access to justice, because we have so many people who can't afford to hire an attorney, or they don't know how to get into the court system and have assistance. So the chief judge appointed me as the chair of the Circuit Pro Bono Committee. And what we're trying to do is to come up with a plan to provide access to the justice system and make sure that those people who are being underserved have an opportunity to have access to legal assistance, as well as other forms and information that will help them navigate through our legal system. So that's one of our missions this year, and the edict from the Supreme Court is that we will make it available to all people, that people can come before us and understand what our legal system is all about.
You mentioned the fact that when many people meet you, they say, "I never met a judge before." What did that do in terms of their thought process? Not to get too technical, because I know there's certain things you can talk about when you're in the campaign mode. But what does that do in terms of, do people just kind of blindly pick a judge? Or what are some things they should look for? How does one go about that process if they don't know, they just see it on their ballot?
Right. A lot of people are unaware that judges are actually elected. I have heard that many times, and they say, "Well, I don't know judges, so I don't know who to vote for." And simply, the judges are political candidates for the purpose of the election only. We have a lot of restrictions that we cannot just go out and campaign like the partisan candidates. We are nonpartisan. So everybody can vote for the judges. It's a Lee County Court position, so anyone can vote for the judge in Group 4. It's only one judge ballot this year. And what happens is when a person looks for a judge, I like to stress that you look for experience and a well-rounded person who will be able to come before the court and then listen and make an assessment, and then give a fair and impartial ruling. And I strive to do that every day. And when I look back over my experience, having been in this community for over 32 years in legal practice, serving the community, I have a wide background of various civil and criminal law and issues, and therefore there's a lot of experience that I bring to my daily work, and I use it, and I'm comfortable in handling the situation that comes before the court. And so I think when people look, they will be able to make an accurate assessment of my ability to be a good judge on the Lee County Court bench.
And that's the experience with Judge Archie Hayward. Go ahead and make sure you mention this every time, even whether you're with Lee Pitts Live or anywhere else, that website and how people can connect.
We do have a website, Keep Judge Archie B. Hayward, and you can also find us on Facebook at Judge Archie B. Hayward campaign, and you can like it and share it. We just put up a new video after we had such success with the Lee Pitts Live video. We put up our own video, an appeal to the public for support for the campaign and to vote August 30th. Also, you don't have to wait till August 30th. You can vote early, or you can actually exercise your vote in the mail-in ballots or absentee ballots, as they're called. But at any rate, anybody who wants to vote in this election must be registered to vote by August 1st, no later than August 1st, and they can vote in this primary. It is a primary election, and it will resolve the seat. It will not go any further because there are only two people running for this office, and the person who receives 51% or more will win. So I'm hoping that I will receive your support in voting for me and for re-election. And I'd like to have the voters keep Judge Archie Hayward.
It's so interesting, Archie, to watch you on the campaign trail, to sit and talk to you, and to know how humble you are. And when you start laying out all that experience that you have, I've known you for years. I've seen you as a lawyer. I've seen you do other things. But the wealth of the experience that you've had is just unbelievable. And you bring that to bear when you're sitting up there deliberating and reading all that fancy stuff related to making decisions, right?
Well, that is my desire, because I want to give the citizens of Lee County the benefit of all the things that have been given to me while growing up here in this community. And I've been very blessed to meet a lot of nice people in Lee County, and I'm so very humble and grateful to be able to give my service.
I've already gone on record and said that I'm going to vote for Archie Hayward, so you don't have to, wonder about me. It's out there in black and white. First time I ever said it on television. As everybody knows, in 25 years, I've never said who I was voting for. I just conduct those straight ahead, no nonsense interviews. But I felt so good about saying that, so I can get out there and get it on record early on, and I hope that you do the same as I do. I'm saying this. I'm going to vote for Judge Archie Hayward, and I hope you do too. Thank you for joining us, Judge.
Thank you, Lee. I really appreciate your support.
Stay right there one more time. When they look at the ballots, you said something about Region 4 or something like that.
Group 4, Lee County Court Judge race. There will be the two candidates, and I will be listed as Judge Archie B. Hayward, incumbent. That means I am the sitting judge at this time.
I see two names.
Two names.
Now, if one person doesn't get 50, is that physically impossible? Is that mathematically impossible?
Right. The votes will be tallied, and whoever has the most votes, period, at that time, 51% of the votes, the majority of the vote, will win. And so, just as in 2010, I was voted in with a close vote, and I was the one that came out the winner. And I really appreciate the voters' support in 2010, and I would ask for their support in 2016 to re-elect Judge Archie B. Hayward.
That B means something. Archie B. Hayward, okay? Let's get it done. Thanks again. I give Archie as much time as I can. And we'll be right back on Lee Pitts Live. There you go, man. Stay right there for a second.